Most people crack under pressure, not because they're weak, because they've never trained for the storm. Mental strength isn't given, it's built through discomfort, discipline, and deliberate pressure. In this video, you'll learn how to rewire your mind like a Navy SEAL, how to stop reacting and start responding, how to build habits that turn pain into power. No fluff, no motivational hype, just the system to become mentally unbreakable. Let's get to work. Analysis. Diagnosing your mental weakness. You blame your boss, your schedule, your family, but the real reason you break under pressure is simpler. Your brain is wired to seek comfort and avoid pain. This isn't your fault, but it is your problem to fix. Every time you take the easy way out, like skipping a workout, avoiding a tough conversation, hitting snooze, you're weakening your mental muscles. Look at David Goggins before his transformation. 297 pounds, eating chocolate cake for breakfast, drowning in excuses. His mind was as weak as his body. He couldn't even face his own reflection. That's where mental weakness leads, a life ruled by avoidance and regret. 3 behaviors are actively sabotaging your mental strength. 1. Complaining. This rewires your brain to spot problems instead of solutions. Remember the colleague who complained about their job for years but never took action? They remained stuck while others advanced. 2. Comfort seeking. Scrolling your phone instead of working, choosing the elevator over stairs, avoiding cold showers. These small choices accumulate, creating patterns of retreat whenever difficulty arises. 3. Excuse making. The stories you tell yourself, I'm too busy, I'll start tomorrow, it's not my fault, form invisible chains keeping you anchored to mediocrity. This becomes a destructive cycle. A challenge appears. You feel discomfort. You make excuses. You seek comfort. You complain. Repeat this enough, and it becomes your identity. The warning signs are loud and clear. Walking away when the road gets tough, turning small setbacks into mountains, chasing the rush of instant gratification, and depending on others to feel worthy. These aren't just habits. They're the chains holding you back. Goggins transformed from that broken man to a Navy SEAL and ultramarathon runner through sheer determination. He had no special talent or advantages, just a decision to stop accepting weakness. His journey demonstrates that change remains possible regardless of your starting point. Test your current mental strength with one question. How do you react when life blindsides you? Do you shut down, lash out, or adapt? This isn't about innate ability. Navy SEALs aren't born tough. They're made through training. And that's the good news. Mental strength is a skill built through deliberate practice. Just like lifting weights tears muscle fibers so they grow back stronger, facing discomfort rewires your brain. The key is progressive overload, pushing slightly beyond your limits consistently. Design and development, building your mental strength regimen. Your mind is like a Navy SEAL on a mission through daily obstacles. SEALs design their entire existence around building toughness. That's the level of intention your mental training requires. Knowledge alone won't cut it. Reading books about resilience while avoiding resistance is like studying swimming without ever getting in the water. Your mental strength program needs 2 components: daily discomfort practices and strategic response training. The first builds proactive toughness, your ability to voluntarily face challenges. The second develops reactive toughness, how you handle unexpected stressors. Together, they create an unbreakable mindset. Start with cold showers. 30 seconds of cold water every morning, working up to 5 minutes. This trains your brain to function while your body wants to quit. Add other discomfort practices. A 60-second plank held longer each day, solving complex puzzles under time pressure, or fasting for 16 hours. Like a muscle needs varied workouts, your mind requires diverse challenges. Next, identify your emotional triggers and craft specific responses. When anger flares, use the 5-second pause. Breathe and count before reacting. When fear hits, ask, what's the worst that could happen? These are drills, programming automatic reactions for high-pressure moments. 4 mindset shifts separate the mentally strong. See challenges as training, not torture. Treat failure as feedback. Prioritize discipline over motivation. Recognize your comfort zone as a danger zone. Your failures become the foundation of future strength. Every recovery reinforces neural pathways that make resilience automatic. People who never fail remain mentally weak because they've never tested their limits. Also, track progress with a discomfort journal. Rate challenges on a 1 to 10 scale. Note physical sensations and thoughts. This data reveals patterns. Perhaps you handle physical stress well, but crumble under social pressure. Valuable intel for refining your training. Implementation and evaluation, from plan to unbreakable mind. Mental toughness requires implementation. The daily grind of showing up when you don't want to. Your plan means nothing without three things: accountability, consistency, and measurement. Without these, you're just doing mental gymnastics. The hard truth? Starting is simple. Continuing when results aren't immediate, when life gets chaotic, or when people mock your efforts, that's where most people fail. Use the 2-minute rule to bypass resistance. Commit to just 2 minutes of cold showers or meditation daily. Think of it as warming up your discipline muscle before a workout. Creating the habit loop matters more than intensity initially. Research shows starting small reduces the mental barrier to action. Once you begin, you'll often continue past the 2-minute mark. The goal is to eliminate the friction of starting. Redesign your environment to make weakness inconvenient. Consider Michael, who struggled with phone distractions. By placing his device in another room during work, his productivity doubled in a week. Or Mia, who placed her alarm clock across the bedroom. She stopped hitting snooze and gained an extra productive hour daily. These tweaks force you to engage discipline before your brain can rationalize quitting. Make it harder to fail than to succeed. Tell 3 people about your mental strength regimen. Ask them to check in weekly. Michael told his sister, coworker, and gym partner about his goal to meditate daily. When he almost skipped day 12, a text from his sister kept him on track. Public commitment creates external accountability, a proven method to increase follow-through. Track 3 key metrics to measure your progress: how fast you recover from setbacks, how long you can handle discomfort, and how well you stay calm under pressure. Rate them daily using a 1 to 10 scale. A sample entry: presentation mishap, recovery time 7 out of 10, took 20 minutes instead of all day. Physical response: shoulders tense but breathing steady. After 30 days, test yourself. Intentionally face a situation that would have rattled you before. Compare your reaction now to your old patterns. Do you default to excuses or do you problem solve? The difference shows your growth. Every time you catch yourself complaining or making excuses, use it as a trigger. Pause. Take 5 deep breaths. Then choose one action that aligns with your training. These moments are where mental strength is built. Mental strength isn't about reaching some finish line. It's about the daily grind of choosing discomfort over convenience. People who withstand pressure have trained their minds through relentless repetition. Your breakthrough comes from doing the work when everything inside you wants to quit. Goggins' brutal honesty reflects the transformative journey you're facing. Like him, your path demands complete commitment, not perfection. That somewhere he speaks of is the battlefield of your everyday choices. Your unbreakable mind gets built one cold shower, one hard conversation at a time, like a marathon runner seeing the final mile marker. Your moment is now. The clock's ticking. So take that next step and stick with it.